Hello, my kings and queens. Welcome to the much talked about renovated KWAME Nkrumah Memorial Park, which is right here in Accra, the capital of Ghana. Saying this place is beautiful is definitely an understatement. It is not just beautiful, it also houses the rich history of Ghana before and after independence. This place is not just a representation of Ghanaian history, but most definitely an African history and heritage. If you truly understand and have an idea of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's legacy, park, of course, also represents the resilience of the African people. So come with me to explore this historic landmark that unearthed the fascinating rich African history and heritage. And to those who do not know this iconic man called Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, let us all learn something little about him. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was the first prime minister and the first president of Ghana who led Ghana to independence in 1957 from British colonial rule. With the help of the Big Six, chiefs and other resilient Ghanaians whom we do not usually hear of even in our history books. 1966. Nkrumah was overthrown in a coup d'etat, so he lived the rest of his life in Guinea-Conakry. Sadly, in 1972, Kwame Nkrumah passed away in Romania. He was believed to have died of prostate cancer, but his close relatives believed that he was poisoned. Nkrumah was later brought to Ghana and he was buried in his village called NKRUMAH. His remains were later transferred to this park, and which is now renovated for public viewing. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah has achieved a lot of things for the people of Ghana, and some of them include the Tema Motorway, the Akosombo Dam, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the Tema Harbour, the Adomi Bridge, and many others. Married to an Egyptian woman called Fathia and had 3 children with her, but it was also believed that Nkrumah had a son before officially marrying Fathia. This is a brief history of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and I hope you have learned a thing or two about the industrious son of Africa. Kwame Nkrumah was indeed a visionary leader, and we must all endeavor to emulate his selflessness as Ghanaians and Africans at large. Now, having learned something about Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, let us move on to learn something about this beautiful edifice. In your shot is a state car used by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah when he was alive. So let's move on. In your shot is the edifice or the building that houses the remains of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president and the prime minister of the Republic of Ghana. The place is absolutely beautiful. The environment is so serene and so clean. If you are a Ghanaian and you have not been here yet, please make time and come and have a look at the place because it is absolutely gorgeous. If you are an African, you should know that the industrial sun of the continent is right here on this amazing park. If you're not a Ghanaian and you happen to find yourself in Ghana, please do well to visit this beautiful place because it is really a must watch. Now let's move on to the tomb area. This is the tomb area. Place is beautifully preserved, and I must really commend whoever is in charge of this renovation of the place because they have done an awesome job. The place is really sparkling. This one is on a lighter side because Dr. KWAME Nkrumah had died a long time ago. I thought there was the need for me to probably gist him about what's going on around the world. So I told him about the Russia-Ukraine war, how it has affected the economy of most countries across the world. I also told him about the numerous coups that were staged across Africa and the most recent one, which is happening in Niger. So after that, I had a chit chat with him before eventually leaving the place. So guys, let's move on to other side of the park. Well, that was just a joke. So guys, don't come for me. Guys, let's move on. If you take a very good look at the building or design of the building that houses the remains of Dr. KWAME Nkrumah, it looks like a tree that has been cut or a truncated tree. Now, this is intentionally, or that was intentionally designed to symbolize the unfinished work or uncompleted works of Dr. KWAME Nkrumah. As you can see, we have a statue of someone playing the guitar and someone playing the drums. These statues simply symbolize music and shows that they are playing their instrument or their musical instrument to welcome you to this beautiful park. So anytime that you go to when you happen to go to the park and you see the statues, now you know why they are there, or you know the meaning of the statue. Again, if you look very close at the fountain, you can see there are 7 horn blowers on each side of the fountain. They believe the number 7 stands for perfection, and symbolically they are blowing to announce the death of Dr. KWAME Nkrumah. So the water in the fountain stands for life. So it basically means that even though Dr. KWAME Nkrumah is dead, he is still alive. Now, the statue you see right above my head is made of bronze, and it is believed that that is the same spot where Dr. KWAME Nkrumah declared Ghana's independence on 6th March 1957. Now, let's move on to other side of the park. The park is really big. It's so spacious. So let's move on to see other beautiful monuments or other beautiful places of the park. So we are moving to another interesting place of the park. And the statue you see in your shot right now used to be at the old Parliament House. The coup that led to the overthrow of Dr. KWAME Nkrumah, angry mob destroyed the statue, and it was believed that a woman kept it for 43 good years and only brought it out in 2009 to the Ghana government, and it is placed here to tell a story. Let's move on to the mausoleum. Unfortunately, cameras are not allowed in the mausoleum. That's the more reason why you need to come here yourself and see what goes on here, because there are a lot of things to see in the mausoleum itself. Well, I can tell you some of the things that you are likely to see when you visit the mausoleum. So basically, you have a biography of KWAME Nkrumah, the items or things that he used while he was alive. So we saw his lamp, his sofa, his clothes, the metallic coffin that brought his remains from Conakry, some special quotes from African leaders and some prominent people, any other interesting things are in the mausoleum. So guys, you really need to come and have a look at this beautiful place. Okay guys, so we have finally come to the end of our tour of Dr. KWAME Nkrumah's Park or the Memorial Park of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Thank you so very much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and kindly turn on your notification for more videos. Until I see you in the next video, bye.